Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon Sr. This is the EC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida. As always, joining me on my left is my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's about that life, Joseph Buto.
What up?
This is a full EJ production in association with Jeremy Torres and the boys here at the Performer Arts Center in Coral Springs. Show sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Guys, make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. Once again, as you can see, Joe and I just are intertwined. We're wearing the same stuff. Guys, visit EnasiaCologne.com for all of your EC Respect merch. ENASIACOLON.com. We're wearing the collab with Hosei Kijima.
Yeah.
It's literally respect on the front in red, and then in Japanese on the back it says respect as well. But these are personal ones.
I know, but it's like we're telling people about it, and you go there and like, where's that white?
But that's okay because then it creates that, oh, you want this? We'll make it. It's no big deal.
Okay.
So, myself, Jose, Enasia, Joe, Phil, those are the only people that have it. That's it. Nobody, that's it. Nobody else has it.
It's my first time wearing this one, too. So.
Once again, big shout out to our sponsor of the show, AutoNation. Guys, if you are in the business of looking for a car, you need to look no further than AutoNation.com, specifically AutoNationToyotaWeston.com. Once again, they have an excellent promotion. They ran it for March. They're running it again for April. If you go to them and you try to buy a car, they will match your down payment up to $1,000. You put down $1,000, they make it $2,000. You put down $2,000, they'll make it $3,000. And if you have a trade-in with a appraisal from a competitor, they will literally match that appraisal and give you $500 on top of it. So please scan the QR code, visit AutoNation.com, specifically AutoNationToyotaWeston.com, and tell them the boys from the EC Show sent you. Joe, what's going on?
Happy April Fool's Day.
Happy April Fool's Day.
Sit
Now,
up.
just to let you know, because Joe doesn't know this.
You're making me tired.
But EJ knows this. EJ knows this. April Fool's is very, very difficult for us because I don't play jokes on April Fool's because unfortunately my grandmother...
Sit up and tell the story.
My grandmother passed away on April Fool's, so my dad has never played jokes on April Fool's. Never.
Now you want.
Never. So other people play jokes, but nobody else. So, I mean, Taddy tried to play one on today. He sent us a text message saying that Mike Trout got traded to the Phillies, and I knew right away it was BS.
Somebody said, Pat in our group chat said Tyreek Hill back to the Chiefs.
He saw that.
I saw it this morning. I'm like, I can't be right.
Nah.
And just for the record, that's the voice of God if you're tuning in for the first time.
So yeah, it's April Fool's. So everyone's been trying to get everyone happy birthday too.
Jordan Crate from Jordan Crate Photography.
Happy
Jordan,
birthday,
we're actually shooting this episode a little bit earlier because sometimes this happens at the center where scheduling issues where we have to shoot in here. We're cool. We're great neighbors. So we're shooting a little bit earlier. He couldn't make it today, obviously. I don't even know if he would have made it. He said he wasn't going out to eat for his birthday, but I don't know if he would have been able to make it anyway.
Nah, I think he jumps out around like
38?
Yeah, he's my age.
38 years
I
old.
just turned 38. Yeah, so
Shout out to Crate, 38 years old. I mean, I've known all of you guys since you guys were
38?
Yeah, he's 38. 38 years old, yeah.
Yeah, bro, 38. Yeah, that's what happens. Every year you go. I know,
You're
bro.
almost 40 years old.
No, I got 2 more years. Don't play with me.
All right, let's get right to it because I know you want to talk about it more.
Hold
than
on, wait.
anything else.
Let's finish April Fool's first.
Oh, what's the joke?
No, there was a funny one. Shawnee put the broken screen on Rob's TV on the YouTube.
Oh, he does TV
Rob,
broken.
I mean, Rob, we were gonna do this to my dad. So like, I think Rob knew that it was the YouTube one, but he panicked a little bit because Shawnee played it real smart. Took a battery out of the remote. So when Rob went to grab the remote to see if it was a YouTube or if the screen was actually broken, the remote didn't work
either.
So Rob definitely, he's like, she didn't get me. I know that his heartbeat it skipped at least once when that remote didn't work.
The one that I saw today that somebody sent me it's a video of Shohei in the dugout, and it's a video of Shohei's highlights, but there's a piece of hair in the actual picture of the video. And you're thinking it's hair on your screen, so you're constantly trying to wipe it. You're constantly trying to wipe the screen.
And then my cousin got my Aunt Linda. Tomorrow when I do the pod, I'm going to put the videos up. They're in my phone. He put a roach on her keyboard. And Aunt Linda's so nonchalant about it. I'll show you the video. And he's just like, can you type in, Joe? Just search the clients. And she gets on the key. Bro, when I tell you Aunt Linda had a real life heart attack.
That's how Wendy is when it comes to these bugs.
I don't like cockroaches. Like, there's 3 things. I came to the conclusion that if it crawls, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, right.
Like even crabs.
Right.
Like Jaden put like a whole bunch of crabs in my hand and the keys, and when they started crawling up my arm, I freaked the fuck out.
You're good.
Spiders, cockroaches, rats, anything that crawls.
You're no good with that.
But do you want to dive into it?
We're going to talk about it. Okay, so here's
Baseball's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Baseball is here. Congratulations to his New York Yankees. They've been absolutely killing it.
36 runs in 3
Now,
games to be exact.
EJ does bring up the fact of whether or not there would be a difference of these torpedo bats that everybody's talking about.
Whoa. I never
Wait,
said
what's
that.
the second thing? What's that? What
you,
they call it?
you could ask Lindor
Wait,
how
hold
the
on.
torpedo bat works.
They're
'cause he's
talking
using
about, what was it?
Well, Lindor has MVP
Hold
seasons.
on. Bowling pin bats. That's what they're called.
That's
Bowling
what
pin bats.
Torpedo bat.
But torpedo bats.
After doing some research, because
That's what you gotta do.
you got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These bats have been around for this the third season.
This is the third season.
So they were used last year. I think Volpe used a slight thing. They're 100% legal.
The only reason people bring it up is because the Yankees.
It's because it's not even because the Yankees did it. It's because 20 fucking runs were scored.
The guy's a
Yeah.
genius.
They didn't
First
put-
off, I don't know how he didn't patent this idea. I have no. Mind you, he's an
MIT.
MIT graduate. He has a massive degree in physics or whatever. Decided to go to baseball at 40 years old. Shout out to him. He's with the Marlins now. I don't know how he didn't patent this because I don't have an MIT degree. I don't have a degree in physics.
I have a
whatever,
streets
and
degree.
I have a streets degree.
And then if you have a good idea, you patent it.
The minute I would have sat there and made this suggestion and tried to help out the boys, I would have been like, I am patenting this immediately. I need royalties off of every bat
I would
made.
imagine that boy's he's getting taken care of.
But this is, hold on, but wait a second. And I'll explain. This is life-altering decision. He is literally changing an equipment of a sport that has been around for years.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that this was used way back in the day that they tried doing this.
You think these little kids, you think they're not gonna make aluminum bats with these now torpedo bats? They're gonna 100% change it.
I mean, it's the way that this is that all these bats are made, for the record too. If you notice, everybody's torpedo bat looks different.
Yeah.
These bats are designed per player.
Yes.
So it's based on where they're hitting the ball.
Yeah, their heat map on the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, like a guy like Anthony Volpe who gets a lot of them close in on his hands, like even for Rizzo, it would have been great for Rizzo. Instead of having all that extra barrel at the top that you don't want the ball to hit, you take it off that and you just slide the sweet spot down is all you're doing. For instance, Bryson DeChambeau, the golfer.
Yeah.
He's been making his own clubs
Right.
and his own balls and everything
To see what fits him.
for years, and everyone thought that he was loco and cuckoo and crazy. He, as big of a party animal as he is, he's the biggest golf nerd you've ever met. You've ever seen. So like all his clubs are literally altered based off of AI and where he hits the ball
To fit him.
to fit him.
Right.
Because I mean, bro, that power swing that he does. So all these bats are fitting for everyone else. Me personally, if they ain't talking about you, they need something.
I don't have a problem with it. I have no problem with the torpedo
the
bat.
pitchers that are like, oh, they're not going to say nothing because the Yankees did it. Meanwhile, there's other players.
I
have a problem with Yankees fans right now, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
They
and then
did,
I guess
they
I got some knowledge.
They
on
did
that.
score 36 runs in 3 games.
Uh-huh.
They did hit a lot of
Without
runs.
Soto.
Without Soto.
Without Stanton.
Even though Soto is completely better than like your whole outfield.
Just go.
He's not, though.
Besides
Get to the
that,
point.
okay, but here's the thing.
Bellinger's the better outfielder,
Let
too.
me get to the point.
Bro.
Get to the
Jason
point.
Dominguez does suck.
You guys did hit against the Milwaukee Brewers. Like if you do this against a
I hate
different
when he
team-
does this.
Well, listen.
They're still a major
not
league
wrong.
team.
I'm not
And
wrong.
you guys just got your second win against the Marlins.
He gotta be mindful.
it's
He's
the beginning
16.
of the
You should be able to sweep that.
He's
No, but
16 years old. He's 16 years old, and he still needs time. The schedule's a schedule, regardless of who
Yeah.
you play.
No,
It
that's
doesn't
not what I'm
matter.
saying.
I hate when
That's not what
people
I'm
do
saying.
that to me, though. Like,
That's
you
like
guys
that's
beat
like
the Milwaukee
that's
Brewers.
like
Like,
that's like, first of all,
and Milwaukee's got a solid lineup.
they
bro.
have a solid line, but not no solid pitching. And I'll tell you this: I'm not saying the Yankees are not great. The
Listen,
Yankees are
that's just a great
team.
pitcher. He just got banged up. That's
No,
all.
he got destroyed.
Yeah.
And plus, some of these home runs, yet again, are only home runs at Yankee Stadium.
Boom! I wanted you to bring it up because guess where we're going? We're going to Pesky's Hole. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, but that okay.
I'm
wait,
bringing it
Joe,
up. I'm bringing it up. I don't
Joe,
wanna hear it.
Okay, so for those that don't know, Joe and I
Hey.
spoke about this all weekend long.
EJ,
We're going back and
I want you
forth
to listen to
between.
this. Do you know where the shortest home run is?
Yankee
Yankee
Stadium.
ask Jeremy what team Anthony Rizzo is on.
Yankee Stadium.
He's still on. He's technically still a Yankee. No.
No, he's a free agent.
Hold on, wait. Let me get him.
I'm gonna let you. Hold
Okay,
on. Let me
alley-oop this
explain.
shit.
Okay, so the story is that all of these home runs are being hit in Yankee Stadium, which have short
Except for
porches.
Judge's
318 down left field line, 314 down
There's
right
only
field line.
two. There's the only two.
There's only one other stadium that has much smaller circumference
Do you
in
want to know
right
where the? Do
field.
you know where the? Do you know where the
and
shortest
that
home
is
run is?
Boston with the
Fenway
Pesky Park.
Park.
It's 302.
302.
Now listen,
shortest porch.
Here's the problem, okay?
Also, the Phillies
But
have
you
a
have
really
to
short.
have a launch.
Here's
angle
only
like
no.
40.
Let me
Right
finish.
field, homie.
Here's only
Right
my
field.
issue. My
Not the
only issue
monster.
with this whole argument. This is my only issue with this
He
whole
said the
argument.
same thing. He goes, yeah, but it's
My
240
only
feet.
issue with this whole argument is the Boston Red Sox, when they play, has been the same stadium since they freaking started.
Same with the Yankees.
No, the Yankees rebuilt Yankee Stadium.
For Babe Ruth.
No, they rebuilt Yankee
Yeah,
Stadium.
but they didn't change the dimensions. But they did make the if I did. Listen,
You guys used to play at the Polo Grounds.
Listen, no, the field was shortened or shorter for the Babe Ruth era, and when they built a new stadium, they didn't make the field longer. No, they didn't. They kept all the same dimensions of Yankee Stadium,
Which is fine because,
but
like Joe says,
the
the other team has to hit too, so it's understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like I said before. It's like not all right. The Milwaukee Brewers are all right. Can we back the fences up 30
No, but
feet?
here's the thing,
Everyone gets the same shot.
here's the
But
thing.
shortest home run in Major League Baseball, right field, Fenway, 302 feet.
Yeah.
You can hit that.
Okay, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Well, not really a question, it's a statement. The players that are playing there, you're like stat padding when you go to Yankee Stadium.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
One time I literally
Doesn't matter.
I was
Every
watching
one of them
Yankees
is over
game.
400
A player
besides
hit the
maybe
ball.
3 of them.
He thought it was a fly. He started trotting down the thing. Why was it in second deck of the left field?
No, of course.
It's first of all, there's
Very
so many
short.
things that come into factor.
Yeah.
For instance,
The wind.
the wind. For instance, you know what one of the most home runs are hit in every park in every year? It's not Yankee Stadium.
No, it
It's
can't
in
be.
Colorado.
Yeah.
It's Rocky
Colorado
Stadium.
different.
Altitude. It's altitude.
It's because the altitude.
Yeah.
So now what? Because they just happen to be a mile high up, they get to hit more home
But
runs.
here's my question,
Come
and I'm
on,
glad
bro.
you asked that. If Colorado decided to build a roof and have it indoor, like
I don't know if that
kind of
would
like the Marlins were tracking, would it change it?
That's a fucking great
Yes,
question.
good. What's it called?
Still thinner.
It's still thinner air.
But when you close the roof,
If you
don't
close
have
the
to deal
roof,
with the
that's
element.
a legitimate question for like
It
a.
might change it a little, but not very
I think because like another thing too. Like if you go to like a gas station and buy a bag of chips in Colorado, all the bags are completely puffed up.
Mhm.
Like our bags, like there's no air in it.
Right.
All their bags look like they're about to pop
Really?
from the altitude. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like literally, you walk through the gas and they're all just like they literally like you just poke them, they'll pop. Like so when you
If they
pop
put a
them.
roof on it, only if they fully enclose.
Yeah, they're
is it
fully
really gonna
closed.
change
I think
much.
that might change. But again, no one's talking shit about that.
No, so-
everyone's a short
But
porch.
their walls aren't 315.
But listen, at the end of the day, look. At the end of the day, look. Everybody's still professional athletes.
Exactly.
The pitchers still have to strike out the batters. The batters still have to hit the pitches. I have no problem with that.
One
These
of the-
guys. Let me
one
say
of
something to
One
you.
of the old reporters, I'm sorry, the Milwaukee Brewers coach, that's who said it. He goes, it has nothing to do
No,
with the wand, it has everything to do with the magician.
No, of course it does.
Perfectly said. Doesn't matter what bat
He
they're
took the
swinging.
words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's literally it doesn't matter because these are all professional athletes. These are the highest of the highest. They're the best of the best.
And the pitcher that made the complaint, if you go to the comments, it's like, bro, you left 15 hanging breaking balls
pretty
over the
much.
plate. What do you think they were going to do
What you
with
think
them?
they're gonna do? They're gonna drive the ball out of the park. They're all professionals.
And
so
for the record, Judge opted out to not use that bat. He's
they're
like, "It's enough for
playing.
me."
So they're playing well. The Dodgers are playing well.
I mean, bro, listen, when you could defer $700 million and then
The
sign a bunch of other
Padres
stars,
are playing well.
yes, they are. There's only 3 undefeated teams left.
I mean,
San
You
Diego,
know,
LA, and the
you
Yankees.
speak of the Dodgers, that little Japanese kid they signed over.
I really do wish. And listen, Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred.
Shout out Andre Jimenez from Toronto.
Oh, yeah, he's killing it.
Crushing it.
I gotta explain something to you, Rob. Please switch those West Coast games to 6:40 their time, so we can at least try to stay up on the East
Bro.
Coast to watch base. You lose us as an audience when you play these 10-10 games. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
I was struggling last night because I had picked up. Murata had hit me up and he's like, bro, you don't like picking up pitchers in fantasy baseball? He's like, although this is like a big hitting league this year, like there's a lot of points for the hits. I'm like, yeah, bro, but it's still a pitcher's league. The guy I'm playing last night, he got like 56 from one pitcher and 53
Greatest
from another
pickup of
pitcher.
my life. I got Martin Perez like a week ago, and that guy dropped 50 yesterday.
I like to watch Randy Rosarena. He's playing in Seattle.
I watched him.
10-10. There's no way I can
Nah.
stay up.
The game didn't end until like 1:15 in the morning.
But here's the truth. I'm usually up talking to Joe or whoever late at night, handling business, whatever.
Yeah, every time I hit
The
you up-
minute these baseball games are on, that 10-10 game starts, 10:35,
it's hard, bro.
I'm gone.
It's hard too. It's
TV
hard.
asking me if I'm still awake. Like,
Yeah, Rachel's like, you watching this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm watching it. But
I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the games because, it's exciting
It's
that
rough,
baseball's
bro.
back and it's just, especially like even when the Mets go on the West Coast, it's like, oh, you kidding me? Like, Jesus
you got
Christ.
another game here tonight, right?
Yes, we tried to go to yesterday's game. Unfortunately, it's my fault. I reached out to Feffy. Shout out to him and his wife Zan. They just had a beautiful baby girl.
Congratulations.
I tried to reach out to him, but I reached out to him late. I didn't know EJ didn't have school on Monday. So I tried to
it was news to me on Sunday.
I tried to reach out to him.
Like, all y'all kids are back to school tomorrow. Like, no,
the Mets did break out and score 10 runs yesterday. Would have been a great game to go to watch that.
For sure.
But we watched it at home.
It made me go straight to the Marlins website, bro. I'm about to get my tickets now for August.
So listen to this. So EJ and I,
they're cheap right now.
The whole situation with the Marlins is when you try to watch your team and you play the Marlins, you got to watch them on local channel.
Yeah.
Problem is, Valley Sports doesn't exist anymore, so you have to watch them on FanDuel Sports Network, and I have no fucking idea where the hell that's at.
They tried getting me to buy the FanDuel Sports Network, and I almost did, and then I read it, and I was like, I'm not buying this.
So shout out to my homie. I'll send it to you. Shout out to my homie. I said, yo, because he's an avid Marlins fan. Give me your username. Give me your password. I'm not signing up for this shit.
I ended up buying the MLB Pass.
No, but the Marlins are not on it.
No. The only times they're on it is when they're playing an away game on MLB Network. I'll get those games. But it'll show me, for instance, the Mets game, it wasn't on my MLB app. It said
because it's blacked out.
Because it's on the local channel.
Right.
It said check your local listing.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me. I don't care.
That shouldn't even happen.
No, it shouldn't. Because I want to hear, when I watched the Yankee game, I had the option to choose if I wanted Milwaukee or if I wanted the Yes Network. Yeah. Obviously, I want the Yes Network. I want to hear what Milwaukee...
1,000%.
So I do agree with you on that, but it's... you guys should definitely try to squeeze in a game.
Oh,
you get there a couple times this year.
As an avid fan of baseball, pay our respects to Bob Uecker. He did pass away last year. The announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers. You guys paid homage to him. I think every team is going to pay homage to him. But
they have to.
For those that don't know, he's literally the announcer from Major League. He's literally Mr. Doyle.
That was one of the greatest things.
Just a bit outside.
We should watch that.
So here's the thing. The thing is for me, and in all honesty, baseball movies need to come back. They need to make baseball movies.
They need a new one. It's been a while. What was the last one that was good?
Good? Oh my God.
Mr. 3000 was good.
Mr. 3000
Shout out, R.I.P.
Bernie Mac.
The great Bernie Mac. I think that was the last.
They had a great run because you had Angels in the Outfield, you had Rookie of the Year, you had Little Big League, you had Major League One, Major League Two, Hardball, you have The Sandlot, you have so many you have Mr. Baseball, you have so many.
Those are all solid flicks.
You have so many baseball movies that were actually good, and it's probably the only sport that has made that many good movies for its sport.
For the sport, I have to agree. Football's got some good ones.
What? Any Given Sunday.
And
that was only good because freaking LL Cool J punched Jamie Foxx in the face.
Remember the Titans?
Well, remember the Titans was good because it was Denzel.
I know.
He just amazing.
Varsity Blues.
That
was a great one.
That was okay. It was okay.
Sweeter, he looked at his pants and goes, "What the fuck is that?" When they stole the cop car.
It was okay.
Tweeter, don't jump in that cop car. He jumped in butt naked.
But I'm talking about to have that level of a roster of really good movies.
I know. Do you take the chance? Do you roll the dice on making another Sandlot? You can't.
No. You can't
leave that one
another one. You just leave it alone. Huh?
They made a Sandlot.
They did, but I'm just saying you just don't touch those.
I remember hearing about it. Never seen
those movies.
Never saw it.
So. Because it's opening day and because we're so excited about baseball being back, we're avid baseball fans. For those that don't know, Joe and his family root for the Yankees.
Hardcore.
Me and my family root for the Mets. And
it's all love.
All love. And
Soto didn't have that great first interview. Did you see it? He goes, so how do you feel about today's game? He goes, well, to start off, I would have liked to win. That's the first line out of his mouth.
Yo.
I would have liked to win.
I despise Yankees fans, not like you, not like those type of Yankees fans passionate about the team, but the ones that they take okay, Juan Soto off their loss. What do you want him to be, jolly and happy? Obviously, he just lost opening day, and they're like, oh look, he's depressing to be there. What?
It's fucking first game.
So here's the thing.
He hits the home run. He trots around the bases, goes celebrate.
But here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing.
I'm not that guy. Everyone's
you have those miserable Yankee fans.
Yeah, everyone's
and if they're not happy, they want you to be miserable too.
Bro, listen, we made it to the fucking World Series last year. We fell a little short. What am I going to do?
The Yankees are supposed to be in the World Series every year. That's the level of expectation. That was the level of expectation. That is the level of expectation the old man has set, period.
That's what he did say.
That's just
after 2009.
That's just the way it is. So for them, for their fan base, for their generation, that's it. You have to be there. You have to be there.
Yeah, we're not. Us going last year for the first time in over 10. We're not used to that. We're like the never-ending Patriots. Like we should be there every year. But then you got teams like the Dodgers, bro.
They're just good.
They're really good. I mean, whoever their finance guy is, he's good.
They ordered a bunch of torpedo bats too, so they're only gonna get better.
They deferred so much money that they barely even had to come out of pocket to build that super team.
Hey, listen.
I gotta tell you what though, you know what's pissing me off? Freddie Dan Freeman. Every time I check my fantasy lineup,
he's slipping in the shower.
Yo, guy was singing in the shower.
He's hurt, yeah.
Bro, he gets bust a move in the shower, knowing he's got a bad right.
Don't act like we haven't all done that. Like, how many times have you just opened the shower and you just slip? Like,
just sometimes when you go to step in, you get that quick one.
Dude, Wendy be on full alert when I go in the shower. She hears some thud. She be like, "You okay?" I'm good.
So you gotta do like Jelly, you gotta put your slippers on so you don't slip in that.
So I went down a rabbit hole because obviously it's opening day, it's opening weekend, it's all about baseball, whatever. And I'll be the first. I have videos on our YouTube channel beating up Rob Manfred, literally going at him, saying he's the worst commissioner, he should be fired, this, that, and the third. But I do give credit where credit is due. And the credit that I would like to give is that I looked up numbers that show that he is actually growing the sport with youth. He's growing the sport with minorities. And he's growing the sport in the right direction for the future globally.
Growing with minorities? I feel like the whole MLB is minorities.
And all actually, yes, because that's if you count
If you took...
That's if you count the
Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Puerto Rico,
yes.
We'd have no MLB. We'd have a bunch of nerdy white guys running around.
So I have to give credit where credit is due, and shout out to Rob Manfred for trying to lead the sport. I don't think he's going to be around long enough as commissioner to see the fruits from his labor, but it is planted that, you know, the World Series was watched more internationally than it was watched domestically. So that shows numbers of growth. So he's trying to teeter in the right direction.
I think that also comes into play with a lot more of these countries are being either introduced to it that haven't seen it before, or it's like becoming more readily accessible for other places.
But that's what I was about to say. Because the media platforms, so like for example, if let's say MLB decides to go, they already have games on Apple, but if they decide to go full-fledged on Apple, that means that now the Major League Baseball will be able to be seen on every Apple device in the whole world.
Well, I'll tell you the reason why I had to go to MLB.com is because MLB.com and YouTube TV,
they couldn't come to an agreement. Yeah, they don't like each other. So, and that's what these leagues are trying to avoid now. They don't want any of that anymore.
No,
they want their audience, wherever it is. It could be in freaking Azerbaijan. It could be in China. It could be in wherever. They want them to have access to the sports.
Exactly. So,
without limitations.
Exactly. So YouTube, which made me... I gotta call him back. Which made me think that YouTube was a good spot for them, YouTube TV. You know what I'm saying? They're headed in the right direction. Supposedly is what they're trying to do, but I don't know.
I think they still put restrictions on
I had to download another app on my TV.
What else is new?
The last thing I wanted to do, I have every single damn app for streaming.
So, Jeremy, people didn't realize this. So, back in the days when it was DirecTV, it was Xfinity, Comcast, it was whoever you had for cable or whatever it may be, the packages started going up and up how much you were paying a month, and people started freaking out. Oh yeah, right.
I remember when the football package got to like $250 for the season.
Then
now it's like $4.
These geniuses got really smart and they couldn't come to agreements with networks, and they said, okay, you know what? We're gonna start making our own stuff. The NFL, MLB, the NBA package, whatever. They start making their own little apps, their own little streaming services, and coming to agreements.
Becoming
their own bosses, right? Which is cool. Entrepreneurship, great. The problem is now if you have Paramount Plus, NBC Sports or Peacock, you have Fox, you have ABC, ESPN, you have Netflix, you have Amazon Prime, you have Hulu, you have FanDuel, Sports Network, HBO, Apple TV.
There's so many.
You are paying more money for all of those subscriptions than you were originally paying for the cable deal that you had.
Exactly. Yeah, and you move to these things to save money.
Yes,
but then you have 10 of them.
That's not the case.
Yeah, I gotta go through it because there's gotta be something that's gotta bulk all my shit together.
Disney, ESPN, Hulu. That's a bundle.
But here's the thing. Yes, it is a bundle. But
I have that as a bundle.
Yeah, no, it's a good bundle.
It is a bundle, but here's the problem. So you have that as a bundle.
Yes.
But then in order to watch the NBA, you need a separate package.
Yeah.
And then in order to watch the games that are on the NFL, if you don't have Fox, you can't see that one. If you don't have CBS, you can't see that one. If you don't have NBC Sports, you can't see that game either. Okay, now let's backtrack again. Now let's go to soccer. If you want to watch MLS, you can't see that without Apple. If you want to watch Champions League, you can't see that without having Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's Paramount Plus has all the Europe soccer.
So here you go right here. So let's just do the math. Paramount Plus is like $7.99. ESPN is like Bundles what? 12.
The ESPN Disney.
$12.99, 14 bucks.
I was gonna say
$15. $15.
Then you gotta add the baseball package on.
Peacock is like $7.99. Netflix is like $7.99. He pays $28 for Netflix. I don't know why.
You can bundle Paramount and Amazon Prime. That bundles.
I did. That's where I have my Amazon Prime.
Dude, you're gonna be at $150.
Oh, I'm at 200. I'm at probably $200 a month.
But the thing is,
without me just paying for the baseball.
You don't even realize it because the difference is when the cable bill came, it came once.
Now it's coming in little baby increments, and you're like,
$6,
$7. When they hit you 7 times, you're like, yo,
that's how they get
it.
you.
Happens to me all the time. I'll be looking at my bank statement. It's like Apple, but it's $2. I had to grab G-Bell's phone. And do this goddamn thing.
I don't do anything on automatic.
I can't even use no more. I cancel.
I don't do anything on automatic payment anymore.
Oh,
Nothing.
I'll pay you when I feel like it. You're on my fucking time, right? That's how I got most. I got certain shit that I like, things that like I have so much shit. Like I handle everything in my house, like all the bills and everything. I handle. It's just I just do it because I know that if I do it, it's gonna get done exactly how it needs to get done. The lights ain't turning off. Everything's gonna be on point. If I croaked, Rich fucked. She has the money to pay him, but she's not gonna know where to go.
Oh, she's not gonna have the access. She's not gonna pass her.
She's not gonna be able to get into shit.
No,
I need to make a password book. Like, yo, if I die, this is how you pay the bills.
This is how you do this.
Every bill gets paid on all.
Hey, listen, another shout out. Shout out to all the men out there that hold it down every goddamn day to provide for their family, protection, shelter, everything. You don't miss a meal. You don't miss a light bill. You don't miss a car payment. You don't miss freaking insurance. You don't miss none of that stuff. You hold it down for decades, and decades. And sometimes you don't even get a goddamn hug. Thank you, I love you. Nothing.
You know what? These kids don't realize that shit. Like, it's like that's like the little things that they don't know. I said the same thing to Dino. Like when me and Dino, when I got the first crib in Coconut Creek, I went in and I spent $700 on all new doorknobs. And me and Dino are sitting there, and I'm smoking on the couch, and I'm like, he's like, what's the matter? I was like, I just realized that I spent $700 on all these fucking doorknobs. He goes, so I was like, not one person is gonna come in this house and say, that's a nice thing. I go, now one person is going to come at that goddamn doorknob. Like, it's just things that go unnoticed. So, like, these kids are, oh, Dad, can I get this? Oh, Dad, can I get that? Oh, Dad,
this happened to me.
How about you shut the damn lights off because the electric bill is $500
this month? This happened to me the other day. So, I'm on the couch, sitting on the couch. I forgot what show we were watching. We weren't watching sports. We were watching a show. And EJ has a spot on the couch. He stays there. Then Wendy lays next to him, and I lay sideways on the couch. So, EJ decides to play, cuddly with his mother, and Mom, I love you. Mom, I love you. I love you. Which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. No, you don't want nothing.
Yeah, that's usually what comes out.
So I'm laying on the couch, and I'm waiting for this little motherfucker to sit there and say, yo, Dad, I love you too.
Nothing.
I
would have shaved his head.
I pointed out. I said, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Time out here.
Where's my love at?
Where's my love at?
I told this guy I love him every day.
You should.
But at that moment.
Well, I was trying to get Mom to move out my way. I was trying to watch, bro.
I love you, Mom. Get out of here.
I love you, Mom. Get out of my way.
The crazy part about it is all of the kids, Jeremy, and viewers, if you're watching this, they will always do that. If they get on TV, if they do something special or phenomenal, or hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes Sr., he gets all the clout.
Jesus. Hi, Mom. Hi.
I was going to say thanks, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Love you, Mom.
Hey, the dad's over here like, remember me?
Remember the guy who made this happen?
I shot it out. I started this whole production
The
process.
funniest joke back in the days is EJ never really understood that when he was smaller. We didn't explain it to him, obviously, until he got older.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yo, I made you. And he's like, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you like? Hot? Like,
yeah, now fast forward 15 years, he's going, you came from my nutsack.
You say it out loud.
That's his famous line.
And now you say that, right?
Nuts.
No, but the funniest joke was, he would sit there and he would look at us, he'd be like, can you explain to me what you mean by that? And he'd be like, you'll understand one day. You'll get it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, bro, my dad, I learned it really young because my dad's friends used to tell me things, and they go, I've known your father before you were even an itch in his pants. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Remind Jeremy's wearing it today. Shout out, I apologize in advance. Guys, make sure you click like, subscribe on that. Please, guys, let me explain something to you. Joe, his dad, his producer Christian, Rob on the couch, absolutely hilarious, extremely
Rob
funny.
should be back on the couch tomorrow. He's been gone for like 2 episodes.
Extremely funny, guys. Make sure you click like, subscribe on that. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Go watch the
next
episode.
Next week we got AJ the Biggest coming on.
Oh yes, we went to that. Guys, shout out to him.
Why
Yo,
we
we
went to
appreciate all the love. Everything was great, Papa. You did your thing. Shout out to you and your family.
Man. He went straight to Disney, took a picture of the castle, came right back home.
So we went to the bare knuckle fights here that were it was on your birthday.
March 27th.
We had a beautiful time. Everything worked out. Everything was perfect. And AJ did his thing. He literally did his thing. He knocked me out.
He promised me more than once, through text message, he promised me a knockout on my birthday. He did say round 1. Just so happens that 3's my favorite number. He got it done in the 3rd round. But he delivered, so hats off to AJ the Biggest.
All of those fights were good, except the most hyped up fight of the night, which was the last one. That one was a little bit, whatever.
For me, I don't know, man. Like, it was a dog fight.
That 13-second knockout, though.
Oh,
so,
my God.
All right, so I'm going to bring that guy up in a second. So, yeah, the other guy that had the crazy knockout, AJ was like, yo, D2G wants to come on to the pod.
The Spanish dude.
Spanish dude. The big,
Right. The one that was, he was leaking.
He was leaking, and he put the dude with the pink shorts down on his face. He was flake flat out. Remember? EJ, that was the first knockout. Guy in the pink.
My jaw dropped.
He looked dead. I looked over at EJ, he was like, I go, he might be dead. But then he looks
like a pit bull.
Yeah. So then the one EJ's talking about, this guy is 6-0. All 6 wins come by knockout in the first round.
Yes.
So this guy came in,
Super dude.
and we got this drunk dude standing behind us, man. How funny!
Super drunk.
Lit, all iced out teeth, bro. This was probably the ghettoest crowd you'll ever see in your entire life. And
100%.
the DJ kept hyping it up that every fighter just happened to be one from Miami,
One from
Broward.
Broward, whatever.
So now there's fights all in the stands.
Absolutely.
Fuck Broward, fuck Dave, and it's going back and forth. Some good banter, some that got real heated, like the guy right next to us. I'm telling EJ, scoot close to me.
Stupid,
So I'm like, EJ, scoot closer this way, bro, because that's probably going to go down right there. This one big dude was telling the guy to sit down, and this dude is... He goes, I paid for my... He was drunk too. I paid for my seat. I want to stand up. You don't like it? You stand up. Then they both stand up. Now they're in each other's face. Whatever. Long story short, this guy knocked out...
He said he was going to go too.
His 7th opponent... Yeah, he said it. He goes, it's not going to go past first round. 7th win, 7th knockout. He did this one in 13 seconds. And he knocked out a big boy.
Huge one. Huge.
Knocked him inside the side of his temple, and this guy just...
Then my dad would have been
So you
quiet.
enjoyed it.
We were wearing the perfect shirts for that fight because he literally said it after the fight too. He told them. He said, now you're going to respect me. Dude, I turned around to AJ, I was like this. Look at this right here.
Us three all had our
Perfect shirts.
Oh, you gave me that box tee, and I'm sitting
Oh,
there
and Baby
dressed.
Joe had it on too.
Oh, yeah, Baby Joe. I was getting dressed, and I'm like,
Yo, Baby Joe.
Yo,
Baby Joe running.
Took
is
off
the
his
funniest-
shirt and was freaking dancing on the freaking... I was like, what the hell is going on?
He showed his titties. The guy behind us with the gold teeth like, show him your titties, I'll definitely give you a shirt. Baby Joe
Oh
was
my God, yo.
Yo, and then like, right 2 hours later, the guy's way more drunk now. And this other guy's got no shirt on, twisting it over his head. And he goes, man, you out here showing your ass for a t-shirt. Meanwhile, he told Baby Joe to do it 2 hours earlier. Long story short, Baby Joe didn't get a shirt.
The only thing I can't do with that place, and shout out to the Hard Rock, dude, it's just so much smoke. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
So much cigarette. Dude, it's so bad. I don't care what cologne you put on. I don't care what you have. It doesn't matter. You're going to...
It's live though, right?
Dude,
When you get into live, you can't smoke.
I mean, I was smoking my vape, no problem. Like, Dave had his weed pen in there. I
dude,
mean, they
it's
don't give
so
a shit. They
good.
weren't
Some
bothering.
people were trying to puff the weed, but they just like, they cut that off real quick.
Yeah,
But
like if they noticed it, they were stopping people. Like as far as the vapes, they weren't really messing with it. But when we met at the center bar, because I had all the tickets, so I wanted to pass everyone's tickets out. And Wexler, shout out Wex, he was grabbing sushi with Brandon before the fight. So people were kind of we were all together besides them two, but. Yeah, we had to walk to the casino, and everyone was like, "Dog,
that's so bad."
I mean, like
yo.
you got people that just sit there and
I
chain
use
smoke.
that shit because I literally go with my boy all the time. So
Yeah.
I don't even faze me, but yeah.
Dude, it was
Like
terrible.
back when I was a smoker, that was like one of the pluses about drinking at the casino. You able to smoke cigs inside.
And there's less people there, so
Oh yeah, you don't smell it. Yeah, most of the people in the Highlands don't even really smoke.
Now, I had a really good time. I appreciate you. Appreciate
It was a good
everybody.
time,
It was a good
man.
time. We had a lot of fun for your birthday. I did have to let...
Shout out Scooty Scoo, my boy Critical.
Oh, yeah, we saw him.
Bro, he just started posting all his. He did everybody.
He interviewed everybody.
Palomino, HD, all of them. He did interviews with.
I gotta look it up.
And they came out really good. He did a great job. It was funny because I would just walk through the halls and I just go. Like, oh shit, it was him. And then I let one rip right outside the doors of where we were sitting, and then 3 other people noticed it was him, and then all of a sudden it was just like
domino effect.
Bro, it sounded like we were on a rooster farm. You were just hearing let's go to every hallway. And I talked to him today. Me and him are probably gonna go golfing next week. I was asking if he could play Friday. But yeah, man, he did a great job with his interviews. They came out really good. So
I had to remind this kid over here. I mean, don't get it twisted. EJ, for those that don't know, EJ is a massive young man. He's a really big kid. And I said it to Joe that night. I said, eventually later on, probably in a year or two, I'm going to end up putting an earpiece in his ear, and he's going to end up looking like my security.
Yeah, no, you can do that right now.
But I had to remind
shirt on EJ with a little
so EJ decides to go to the bathroom, and he's going to go by himself. EJ, like, I love you to death.
Bro, ain't no grown man touching me while walking out with like a bloody nose, bro.
But listen, I understand that, but you're still a minor. Like, that's the part you don't get, right?
Yeah, he's a big minor.
You're a big minor. I still have, for example, even if you knock that guy out, I have to go deal with it. You can't deal with it by yourself. I have to go deal with it.
Correct.
Because you're 16 years old.
Yeah. That's the
ugly part.
All I did was use the bathroom.
No. We're talking about hypotheticals.
No.
This is the real world.
Hypothetically speaking, if I'm pissing, some guy grabs me, he's dead.
You gotta fight for your life in the bathroom. That's for sure.
You gotta fight for it.
No, but the fights are fun, man, and I'm glad everyone that came out for the birthday. That was fun, and I wanted to do something fun that Rob just added Simon Woods Richardson and dropped Chris Paddock. That's the update I just got.
No, we had a lot of good time. It was enjoyable. The fights were good.
It was a good time.
That 13-second knockout was nutty.
I said it. And this fight between the crowd was like towards the end. I was like, yo, the second this bell rings, everybody clear the fuck out of here. Let's go. I don't got the energy to fight these guys. I don't want to deal with it. Because now we're like in the middle of it.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
There's one on our left.
We got Chino's whole crowd in front of us. Shout out Chino. I met him in the hallway after his fight. He had a great support. He felt a little short in his fight. And then we had all the Broward County guys behind us, and we're right in the middle. And then Armando, AJ, shout out AJ and his whole squad, AP and all them. They come crowding into the stands, and then now we're like just dead smack in the middle of this.
Jeremy, the fight was over. Joe, love you.
Oh, I was saying,
we're back in the same hallway in the casino.
Oh, bro, that's
the worst.
That's why I was like, let's get the fuck out of here because something's gonna happen.
I left the country.
I was almost guaranteed.
I left the country concert there with the wife. She was drinking. We walk out, someone bumps into us. Now she wants to fight. I'm like, can you fucking stop?
That's what happens.
Listen to me. I guarantee you, by the time Joe got into his car to leave, I was home.
I was out of there.
I was gone.
I was 8 to 10 minutes from the house. I called Will. I'm like, where you at? He goes, I'm in the casino with your brother. I'm like, bro. Because Will's like, I'll take you and Rob because my dad wanted to just clear it. So I was like, go ahead. So, but I had my bag with my gun and everything in the client's car. So I was like, all right, I have to go to the client's car and grab my shit, and then I'll jump in your way.
Right.
So he's like, all right, so I'll follow you, and then we'll go. I go, it makes no sense to do that.
Right.
Go up to client's car, come back down, go up to your car. A fight just got out.
Right.
We're going to be in there for 2 hours. I go, just get in your car, leave the Rock, we'll meet at the gas station right there. I call Will after, he goes, where you at?
I'm home.
I'm home now. I go, you and Rob need to just...
I felt for Baby Joe. Baby Joe left early. I felt for White Mike and Doogie Dave. Shout out
White
to
Mike,
Dave.
yeah,
Doogie
Doogie
Dave.
wanted to make a clean entrance, a clean exit, get home, no traffic, no nothing. And they missed the best 3 fights of the night.
Homie, I have to tell you.
I texted White Mike immediately. I'm like, you just missed a knockout.
I went to Baby Joe's baseball game Sunday morning. So we did split duties, and this is something that we like to do. I love to do this, and Joe will tell you. I support GB, I support Milani. I go to their games genuinely out of the kindness of my heart.
I love it.
Out of the kindness of my heart. I go to Zahara's games to watch her play for Sam and Phil. I go to people that have like relationships with us. I go to support their kids or their selves, whatever they're doing. I like to show love. So Baby Joe has a game at Mullins Park at 9 a.m. Trav, who's our gamer and does our stuff for us here and plays College 25, he has a flag football game at FAU. So I tell Wendy and EJ, we delegate. I say, yo, you go to Trav's game at 9:30. I'll go to Baby Joe's game. That way we show love. I go to Baby Joe's game. I get there. As soon as I walk in, 2-run homer by Baby Joe's team. They're up 2-0.
Okay.
Oh, so I walk up. Oh, I'm the good luck. Whatever. They said, the Baby Joe's like, yeah. It's like I'm batting ninth and I'm playing right field.
So you suck.
For those that don't know, that's usually where you stick the worst player. Right field, batting ninth.
Okay, what's the relegations for a men's league?
Wait, hold on.
Can I get into
Hold
this?
on 1 second. So, I get to the game. I actually get to see Joe bat because I'm like, yo, Joe, I can only stay for like 45 minutes. I'm going to try to watch you bat, whatever. Joe actually gets to at bat. Cool. Yay. I get to see it. I'm recording it, whatever. He pops out, catch, whatever, in and over. He goes out to right field. So the guys are in there, they're up like 3-0 in the first inning. And a ball gets hit to Baby Joe. And when I kid you not, the laughter and the jokes that were in the clubhouse, because the ball ended up landing. There was no way Baby Joe was going to get to it. But his running style to get to the ball.
To come into it?
Yes! Yo! The first thing the coach goes is, man, we got to hit some more fly balls. I was like, you got to hit him a lot of more fly balls.
Yo, his first league that he did, I hate to put him on blast.
But it's cool that he's doing it.
No, listen, he's in the push-up challenge with us now. He's all caught up. He's doing 100 push-ups a day for 85 days with us. He's like into it now. He's dropping like 150, 160 a day. He's doing good. He's in the motions. He's doing the right thing. But his first season, he set up the phone on the fence, but he didn't tell his team. So the team didn't know that he was recording himself at bat. So he hits like a double, right?
Yo!
Matter of fact, it was a fucking triple that he hit.
I told Murata this the other day. He
it
was
went
dying.
off the fence, came back. Anybody else would have had a triple on this. Baby Joe's running, and he's running down the first baseline, and one of his teammates goes, God damn, he's slow.
And the manager says...
then he rounds first, and he's still trotting his way to second, and the coach goes, Joe, get that damn refrigerator off your back. And this whole shit is on film on his phone in the dugout. I was like,
it was so funny.
I gotta get you guys the video. We're gonna play it on here because it is great.
So then EJ goes to Trav's flag football game at FAU.
How'd he do?
They lost, actually.
They lost, but I was like, I hope he bean tops you. I hope he marks you on top of your head. He's like, all right, got a pick right after I said that.
So EJ was talking shit to Trav, right? He was talking shit. And Trav was on defense. No, Trav picked the ball off.
Yo, funniest thing.
And then he added EJ in the same video that EJ had recorded talking shit in the video.
The funniest thing was the other team because they were like, oh, we're gonna throw it to that bun boy. Okay, they kept calling Trav Bun Boy because he has like a little bun.
Man bun.
Like, yo, every time we threw it to Trav, no one caught it. Like, no one caught it. He's out here.
I mean, he's good enough. He is.
My brother-in-law.
Brandon?
Yeah, he plays in a high level flag football league. His team's called the First 48, and they're nasty.
Here's the thing. I would love to do something like that where I put on the league. The whole league is wearing respect. I have no problem. The problem is these people don't know how to behave from time to time because they just start acting a fool no matter what.
He's you have to be licensed to do it, but he is a USFL actual referee.
Oh, okay.
So like the big UFL, the big ones that are like at
the massive tournament. Yeah.
He's an actual referee for it. So like he knows all the rules and everything about the game, and it's funny because he got kicked out of and got shuffled around a lot of colleges.
Okay.
But he was such an incredible athlete that no college was like not turning him down.
Yeah, they take a chance on him.
Yeah, so what his dumb ass said like 2 months ago, he goes, Dog, I'm pretty sure I invented the college portal, dog. he goes, I indirectly invented the college portal.
Oh my God.
Just because he was such a good athlete, he would get thrown off for whatever the case may be.
People be sitting in meetings, yo, this kid Brandon, man,
bro,
you gotta take a chance.
I was at his crib one time. He pulled out 5 college IDs, bro. He was a student at 5 different colleges.
He was collecting these IDs as memorabilia?
Yeah, bro, he was just... his name is Smoke. They call him Smoke, man. He's fast as hell, and he's got hands like no other. So, like, he still loves to play the game. And he actually FaceTimed me today. He was with Tyron Wallace, who plays for the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
And, Tyron was looking to get a jewelry piece, so I'm going to help him out. But, they're training right now. Tyron's out there in Texas training with him, and he's just always on the football field. And that's how he met Tyron, because Tyron, I think, went to high school, and he was his coach.
Right.
When he was coaching out there, and he just worked his way up, and they've just been friends ever since.
I just wanted to be able to sit there and say we show love and we actually support the people that watch us and support us, and it's
that's
great
what
to see.
All about, bro.
That's what it's all about.
I'm just trying to figure out if I could really get in this men's league.
Well, first of all, you have to be a man to get
yeah,
in the men's
I
league
think
because you're
18
not there yet.
Femboy, like
No. We're talking about an age.
age.
You're still.
You look like you should be able to have a beer.
You're still a minor. That's the part you don't
get. I can get a fake. Like I don't know what you want from me. Let me.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't condone that anyway.
Your fake guy. Your first fake ID is not gonna be for a men's baseball league, pal. We're gonna make it count.
Speaking about that, I'm glad you bring that up. Speaking about that, this goes to show you how maturity deals with certain things.
Oh my god!
So a friend of mine, I'm not gonna say his name, Ultra's out here this weekend.
Every year on my birthday for 20
Ultra's out here this weekend.
20 years.
Now, a little backstory before I get to that. J-Maz, Pi, Murata, Alex, Zunk, they all end up going to Skeens versus Sandy.
Yeah.
Pirates versus Marlins.
Yeah.
They did not get to the game. They were stuck in traffic for 3 hours. They got there in the 6th inning because of Ultra.
Mm-hmm. I tell everyone, this is not when you want to be in Miami.
This is the problem.
Spring break, alone.
The reason why Ultra's as bad as it is, because you have parents that actually condone kids going to Ultra with fake IDs.
Yeah, well, listen, Ultra is a completely different level of everything. There's probably 250,000 people that come in from other countries just to go to Ultra Music Fest. It was one thing that when Miami was trying to shut it down,
I remember,
they were like, we don't want Ultra to come here again. Every single business in South Beach, Miami boycotted them banning it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is when we make the most money our entire year. 500,000 people plus over those 3-day span pour into this place. I was watching it Sunday night on my laptop. I was like, I was getting an anxiety attack watching it. I was like, I don't know how I used to stand at this thing for so long.
You can make so much money just selling water.
That's what they do. There was a guy 2 or 3 years ago. He ended up getting arrested and then ended up coming back the next year with a vendor's license. It was the greatest thing ever. I seen the story. He had a 52-foot moving truck, completely door to front, filled with just water. Just water. The whole. And listen, the event gets that much water because you need it, because everyone's out there needs the hydration, obviously, for whatever reasons. But this guy was just hustling it on the streets, and he was charging. They charged $10 for water inside. He's out on the streets charging $5.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, that's a great deal." Meanwhile, he paid 30 cents for that water bottle. Maybe less. He bought a tractor trailer full. You do the math on that tractor trailer. That tractor trailer was worth about probably half a ticket. Probably $500,000 in that thing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But they ended up starting.
That's called being an opportunist.
Yeah. I mean, until now that there's streets, the cops are out there. You have to have your vendor's license out to sell anything out there. But like, I love when I go to the Yankees games. I come out of the Yankee games. I walk down the street in the South Bronx, and there's just tables set up of all the shirts that are dope as hell. That are doper than anything they can sell in the stadium. They're out there 2 for $20, 2 for $25, 2 for $30, and they're the dopest shirts ever. And not one of them motherfuckers got a vending license down the whole street of the South Bronx. None of them. Yo, they got the quick fold ups. Literally, they go like this. And they whole shop's closed. Yeah, got their handle, their whole business is shut.
They can put it in. They can put it in the
side. That's it. They roll up their whole shit. Their fake Rolexes. Put that under their shit. Grab their shirts. They're out.
Well, guys, that's going to conclude today's episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms, on Rumble and on YouTube. You guys have been doing an amazing job with all of our stuff on social media as well. The show is sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Guys, make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. Once again, you can get all of your brand new EC Respect merch at EnasiaCologne.com. ENASIACOLON.com. We got some new stuff coming out too. We're going to do some shorts. We're going to do a couple other things. We're going to test out some stuff. We got some really dope stuff coming out.
Go Yankees.
We'll check you out next episode. Appreciate you guys.
I was going to wait for you to go Mets.
Go Mets.